Hey guys, this is the FM podcast
with Fredy
and Nicole. So, it's been a minute. I was away. We took a break before I was away, but now we're back. How does it feel?
Feels good to have you by my side at the end of the couch.
Yeah, we're so far away from each other, but it's okay. Stay over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me stay over here.
I like my space. See, there's a line. Your
There's
hand
not a line
should not
there.
cross the line. So, oh my God.
It just crossed the line.
Okay. Yeah, and you know what's gonna happen if you cross the line?
What?
You're gonna get beat.
By who?
By this. You wanna know where?
Where?
You don't wanna know where.
I'm
Okay.
crossing it. I'm waiting to get beat.
Okay.
Oh
my God. We're falling apart. Okay. Alright. Let's get into it. So, leading back to a previous episode, we talked about movies that we're excited to see, and one of them was Saw. We went the other night. How was it?
Saw X.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. It was... So, I haven't... when I said it when in the movie, I said that I wish I rewatched all of them, because obviously this man, he, in his mind, does it for the right reasons. Creates these traps, and then has people, kind of become a better person out of it at the end, which is kind of crazy. But I started to feel bad for him.
The old man?
Did you feel bad for him?
For the old man?
Yeah. The creator
No,
of
why?
John.
Why would you feel bad for him?
Because I find it, I don't know, do you watch, a lot of, true crime or, films or, shows about serial killers?
No, but you always mention
No.
it, saying that there's always this, a deep past. And
Yeah, it's always, an issue, and especially when I saw Dahmer, which is horrible, horrible story, right? And, I started to feel bad from the TV show. It's am I getting manipulated by a serial killer? But I started to feel bad for him. I'm because in his mind, he's not doing harm. He's not doing bad. He's taking these quote-unquote bad people or someone who just did something bad and is putting them to a challenge with themselves, to get out of this game, out of this trap, and then to come out a better person for it, which,
Well, that's not to feel bad about, then. He's just...
I feel bad because he was just putting... I'm not going to spoil the movie, or should we?
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Okay,
We're going to
spoiler.
spoil the movie. Be careful.
He's dealing with cancer, dying, doesn't have much to live, and he gets taken advantage of by this company who says, I'm going to cure your cancer. And it turns out it was all fake. So then he captures those people, and then those are the people that are put into the game.
I think... I felt bad for John Kramer for them, Saw. I felt bad for him for when they tricked him. And I had a feeling that if they did remove his tumor and he was cured, he would have stopped. I don't know why I just would have had a feeling. I don't know, just looking at his face, and he was so happy to give the drink to Gabriella. And when he realized it, you see his whole demeanor change, and he's like, I'm gonna these guys up.
Yeah, because it was actually one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It was in the beginning, which it is the movie cover, which I don't know why they would make it, because I was expecting that to be a big scene in the movie, the poster with the eye trap, whatever you call it, but that was only 2 minutes, and it was a fake scene technically.
Yeah.
But remember I told you while I was having this is crazy.
Oh,
it was crazy.
Yeah. No, but that had to be out of all the traps in the movie, that had to be the easiest one.
What do you mean to do? Oh yeah. Cause I also feel that one or the one Gabriella had.
No, that one hurt. No, because once you break one, it's
I was saying in that trap, the guy, if you could have, I don't know how it was the mechanisms were to just crank it
quick, yeah.
But her, she had a similar thing. She's chained.
For me, the eye is more important than the fingers. Fucking.
Yeah, your hand. No, you can get your hands back.
The fingers, whatever, right?
You can get your hand back.
But the one Gabriella one was really hard.
Which one?
Gabriella.
It was the similar concept.
No,
she had to break her bones to get out.
No, the fingers and like breaking your actual bone is different. Cause like once you broke one,
the fingers.
first of all, she can't break her the one on the top. Cause if she does, then she'll be like dangling like this.
What do you mean? Wait, what?
She had two anklets or whatever. She couldn't break the one on top. If she did, she would fall down.
And probably smack her head.
She'll be dangling basically, which makes her uncomfortable. And then if she broke the one on the feet, which she did, then all of her weight would go here and it would hurt. On top of her already like exhausted from beating her other leg and being tired from that.
Well, she did make it out alive, technically.
Yeah.
Technically. I don't know. I feel like because some people have to like cut open their freaking bodies and stuff.
Yeah, like the brain guy. It felt kind of cheesy though.
Brain guy, the bomb guy, and the chick had cut off her freaking leg. Like, cut off your freaking leg or break your ankle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, she didn't. She failed. Anyways.
Yeah, and then that, I feel like those were so like.
Do you think
that it wasn't fair?
Do you think it would be any of them?
No.
Not even the finger one.
That I don't know, because it's in the moment too. Like you're freaking out, but it's like, just sit and do it. Like, you know. I guess I could do probably those, but not like
the
cutting off
one?
my body parts or cutting myself open.
Yeah, like
because also was like that. He was like, "You're touching something wrong and you're dying."
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
And he was just like grabbing it and like pulling it.
But yeah, it was. We also mentioned it too. The coloring was mad ugly.
Yeah, it was like, like those
Too much.
Those posts on Instagram and social media you see where it's like. In Mexico in movies, it was literally that. It was like just like orange or yellow, whatever. And I was just like, why is it like that?
Yeah, but yeah. So we had a good time.
Yeah,
good movie.
We had a great time.
The
only thing is, like I told you, it was like for me it was cheesy near the end. Because
they're always like
I
that.
know when they grab the girl, I mean the little boy playing soccer. The girl was trying so bad to be heartless, but I'm like. I don't know, like, I didn't care about her. I was just like, I feel like you're supposed to care about the villain, but I didn't care what happened to her. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. Just wrapping up. Saw X.
I don't even remember. I've seen them all. But, like, I only seen the first one technically, fully, because the other ones, I was like, I put it on. Same with Final Destination. I did the same thing. I put it on. I'm like, it's a late night movie, and then I fall asleep to it. Like, not like, oh, it's boring. It's I purposely have it on to fall asleep to, which is kind of crazy because then like all of a sudden I'll like get up and it's like a chainsaw on the guy's head, and then go back to sleep.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Yeah, but moving on to more movie talk. You were mentioning earlier this week about The Creator and how it was filmed on a very affordable camera.
Yeah, so I mean we haven't watched it yet. We plan to watch it. Hopefully we can watch it. Yeah, The Creator was filmed on the FX3, which is like a $4,000 camera, which is inexpensive, which is more consumer friendly.
It's like as if we had right here, like people film this type of stuff with it.
It's basically the same camera as my camera, which is filming Nicole, and yeah, it just has a different body, but it's just I was looking into it when you were away, and the guy was saying that the director was saying how he didn't want to. Like for this, he didn't want to create a bunch of sets and sit down a lot and do all these things. He wanted to be in the actual space. So he went to travel and scout areas that he thought would be good for the movie. So he needed a run and gun setup. So he grabbed the FX3, and just the same as my A7S III, you can use ProRes RAW. Takes a massive amount of space, but he used it for the whole film.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because it's a top blockbuster movie and it's filmed on something that you can go to Best Buy and get technically.
Yeah, I saw some people saying that like, cause the movie is. I mean, I know it's a movie, but the movie isn't like a. You know, it's more sci-fi, so it doesn't need to be like in terms of like the visual, like the camera, because most things are done through
post.
Yeah.
Like like the spaceships and whatever is in the movie.
Yeah.
But no, it looks really good. I mean, I couldn't really be able to tell like
Yeah, if you
the
told
difference.
me, I wouldn't have.
Like, I would expect, oh, it's made on like a cinema, big, Hollywood camera, but.
Now the thing is, some people are speculating.
Okay.
Do you think it was planned? Do you think Sony had him film it and say it's from the FX3? Say you filmed with the FX3 as a marketing scheme, or do you think he just like he did it on his own?
Is it a sponsor?
Not that I know of.
No. If there's a sponsor on it, then yeah, but not randomly. I don't think that would happen. I think there'll have to be a tag, Sony, something on it, on the movie. But if it's not, then I don't get it.
Gotcha.
Because also, FX3 is not like a new. Even if the movie was filmed a year ago, say, right? The camera's been out for a minute.
No, I know, but the FX3 is like everyone. I feel like everyone talks about that.
I don't know. There was a few movies, but there was a horror-ish movie. Schmovie. Something unwell and something along those lines, and it was filmed all on an iPhone, and people were kind of going crazy, like a Hollywood movie filmed on an iPhone.
Did it look good?
Yeah, people were like, "This is crazy, like iPhone technology," but it wasn't like per se what you just said, like iPhone, like Apple told them, "Hey, film this movie," and all that stuff.
Did it look that good, really?
It was like filmed like, I didn't see it. I saw like pictures of it. So the movie, actually 2 movies, I didn't see either, but there's a few movies, but the one I was specifically stating was Unsane by Steven Soderbergh, which is a big director. So, let me pull up some images for you. But then there's also another movie, Tangerine, which I did see clips of.
Tangerine?
Yeah. I saw the beginning of the movie, and it doesn't look like, it kind of looks like it was filmed on like a DSLR, like a camera. I mean, this even too, like, it doesn't look like an iPhone. It looks like a DSLR. Like, check some screen grabs. Yeah. But I think it is kind of crazy for an iPhone. Like, that doesn't look like an iPhone, but it doesn't look like, Hollywood camera.
It looks like an iPhone to me.
I don't think so. It looks like a cheap $600 camera.
Oh yeah. I mean, but at that point, iPhone's gonna look like that.
Yeah. I think iPhone. I don't.
Look like the kit lens. I mean, it's all about the lens, to be honest.
Yeah, iPhone will always be bad in the dark. I don't care what these people put on these commercials for iPhone cameras.
10 years from now, you'll see.
It's fake.
iPhone 35.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be like.
Yeah, I kind of cracked one of my lenses a little bit.
Really hot.
I dropped it in the bathroom when I started screaming.
Oh.
You didn't hear that?
That was early. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
no, I didn't hear you.
It's on the edge. It's all good though. I dropped like this. Yeah. But we're good.
Why am I positioned like this? It feels comfortable.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So moving on to our next topic. It's kind of been in the news a lot. Miss Jada Pinkett, as a friend once said, because she claims that her and Will aren't even married. So she doesn't get to hold the Smith name in her name anymore. It's crazy because
they're still married, but they're like
she said they're not married.
They're like separated.
But it's been difficult for Will on his image still with all this stupid drama coming out now a year later, and there's been mad Tupac memes that have been really funny. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yes.
There was one where it's like breaking news. Jada Pinkett Smith now says she is Tupac. That's just funny. But I have a friend.
He's been mad disrespect. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a friend who we were talking about it. He's like, Will, you just gotta dress up like Tupac and she'll love you, because this is all she's obsessed with Tupac and his ghost.
Yeah, she's being disrespectful so much, so well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like as a guy, I feel like respect, and the girls too. I feel like respect is a big thing.
Yeah.
And literally, like when they're together, she doesn't really talk about it. But when she's like alone doing interviews, she always talks about it. Like,
yeah, always talking like.
I'm just like.
Who's got beat on camera? But like, I always say like Will Smith is. He is a guy where a lot of people grew up watching, and he is like the family man. He is that guy.
Yeah, and now it's like a meme.
Yeah, and now his whole like demeanor and his manhood per se is just gone.
Yeah, because he, like it's just embarrassing to see that he loves this girl a lot, and the girl that he loves is being super disrespectful.
She doesn't care.
Super disrespectful.
She's previously hooked up with also another friend was talking about this too. She's hooked up with her son's friend, so a 20-year-old.
I think she told him guy. That she had multiple entanglements or whatever.
Yeah,
and then like that, like as a guy, especially as a guy or girl, I'm just speak from my. But if you're a guy and you like or especially love a girl, you don't want to hear, I've been other dudes. You know what I mean? Like you don't
their relationship was open.
No, but even if like she had previous
agree on it.
Even though if you know that she had previous dudes in the past, you don't want to hear her say, "Oh yeah, this guy."
Don't say that. But yeah, she's just. Everything she said just doesn't make sense, because there was also a quote from her that said she was just as shocked with the slap. It's like, girl, we all saw that look. All of America, all of the country, all the world, planets, universes, saw that look that you gave. It was you who did that, who caused that.
I haven't watched it.
You didn't see the look?
No.
You didn't see the video?
I did. I saw the look is in the video. Came out.
Yeah, she's like, gave like, okay. Go get him. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh no, I remember the look she gave was like she was like rolling her eyes, like oh my god, like she didn't want to be talking.
But there's another one. She looked and she's like, that's when Will got up. Like she's like, I thought it was a skit. You know what I mean? If you saw when Chris Rock said that, the GI whatever the joke that he said, Will was laughing. Cut back.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it.
She gave the look. And that's when he got up.
And thing is, Will Smith, does he even act anymore?
Yeah. I don't know about now with all controversy.
No, I haven't even seen him act in anything.
Yeah. He was not cracking. He gave a smirk and was like, haha, like, you know what I mean? And then she gave the look, and then that's when it switched, where he said, whatever. People were like, oh, like. And then she comes out, we're not even technically quote unquote married at that point. I don't know why he said my wife. Girl, are you crazy? If you're in a public appearance at the Oscars, Oscars, right? Yeah, Oscars with, like people know you. You don't have to go to events together anymore. You've been together for 20 whatever years, right? People know like. Jada and Will, like that's like they're like this, like that's Jay and Beyonce. Yeah. They're like this. You don't gotta go to events after all these years together, But say you're not married, but show up together. Why? Why would you do that? You know what I mean? You don't have to, regardless. Even if your relationship had no issues, you don't have to do that anymore. People know. You know what I mean? So she just got something going on.
It's just crazy. I don't know. I just don't like. Super disrespectful to my man.
Yeah. She's
like super
you're a man.
Disrespectful.
You got a man?
No.
You want to talk about that?
Super disrespectful to my
man.
No, Will.
Yeah. I got you. So, Fredy, let's talk about dates.
Okay. What date you want to talk about?
If someone asks you out, if someone asks you out, is that automatically like to just go out? Whatever. It could be anything. Does that automatically mean a date? Or it could be like, let's just chill. Regardless of the boys, the girls, a boy and a girl and a girl, boy.
I think a date is just hanging out.
Okay.
If a guy and a girl are both hanging out and they're alone, I consider that a date. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's some days, let's say you are more intimate with this person, where you want to go out for dinner and you want to like dress up a little bit. Then that's more of a like I guess as you would call a more date where you guys are like, not dressing up, dressing up a little more nicer. You're going out somewhere to eat. Maybe you do something else after. You go back to the house. That's more of like a traditional date. But I think if you're going out with someone, like let's say you're going out to the movies with someone or I don't know. It could be movies or even just like, smaller like places like Applebee's. It doesn't have to be any fancy place. I consider that a date, just a regular date, a casual. It doesn't have to be like some, why?
I was just wondering, cause even like a dude and a dude.
No.
So what's that?
That's just two bros hanging out.
Okay.
Why?
I was just wondering, cause like.
What about girl and a girl?
Yeah, it's like, is that a date?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're homosexual, I guess, yeah.
Whoa, you don't have to go there. Who said that?
I'm saying if the person is homosexual and they're going out with someone else that's homosexual, then it's a date, I guess.
Yeah. But like, say like I'm walking on the street and a girl, hey, you want to go hang out or go out to dinner, Cheesecake Factory? What's the difference?
The difference is if there's two people, right?
Yeah.
If one person is not homosexual, then it's not a date.
But why do dates have to be homosexual?
because a date is like when
they could be a hangout. I would say I go on dates. I'm not going on a date though. Like with my mom. I say I'm going on a date with my mom. We're hanging out. Does a date have to be with a special person?
I guess it doesn't have to be, but like.
So you're going on a date with the boys.
No, don't say that.
Why not?
No, because it's not. I don't know. I don't want no.
I say that with my friends. Oh, I'm going on a date. Nothing weird about it. No?
I guess.
Okay. Don't have to make it like why you're
red.
Why you red?
You know what you're bringing up. That's why I don't want to talk about that.
No, but
I don't want to talk about that.
No, but for real though, like I really want to really talk about it, like, because like I've like hung out with guys like outside, right? Like friends. Would they consider that a date?
I mean, it depends on the person.
Because I didn't.
Depends on the person. But if you're going alone with the guy.
Yeah.
Then normally, like, they'll be like, oh, she's going out, we're going out, They see you as more of you're someone that wants to be with them or hang out with them. Because why? Because, like, I don't know. Because
also it's like in my mind, it's like, I don't want to do the wrong thing and think like they're thinking something else, you know what I mean? Because not going to go into detail, but I had a friend that I hung out with and did like a date like activity, but it wasn't like a date.
Like what?
We played yeah, and also something else at an earlier time in life. We went to like to be honest, those are like the two of like the datiest date spots I've been to, and it wasn't like, you know what I mean. And we went to this.
That would feel like, a date.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, it was a mutual agreement. We didn't like, no one initiated, oh, let's go, you know what I mean? It was like a mutual agreement.
If I asked you, let's go somewhere, and you said no, then, you know what I mean? If I asked you to hang out somewhere, you said yeah, then that's mutual agreement.
No, it was like, oh, like, we should hang out. Oh, yeah, we should hang out. Let's go. It wasn't like, oh, like, do you want to like hang out?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It was like a mutual thing, cause like.
I mean, that's the same. I mean, whatever. That's the same thing to me. Like whoever talked about it. Like, you know what I mean? If I say,
we both said it.
If I say at the same time, we should hang out.
Yeah. Also, going on that topic, if you ask someone out, are you inclined to pay?
Yeah.
We're talking about dates. Either or gender.
Well,
if you ask someone out, do you pay? Like, is it your responsibility to pay?
Yeah. No, but like, for example, if most of the time, I feel like most of the time the guy starts the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, do you want to go to here? You want to go to here? Once you get comfortable in the relationship, then she's like, I'm really craving this. I'm craving that. And she says what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
As a guy, you want to accommodate for her needs. So let's say she's really craving, I don't know, cheese or something.
Cheese?
I don't know. So, or like, I don't know, let's say she's craving, I don't know, like Spanish food or Italian food.
Okay.
Like, all right then. When we have time, I want to take you out to this Spanish place.
Mm-hmm.
You go there. In that scenario, the guy would pay.
Mm-hmm.
I think in most scenarios, the guy should pay.
Even if the girl says something.
What do you mean?
the girl says, "Hey, we should go out."
Then I mean, if she wants to pay, then she can pay. But like, I think in most scenarios, the guy should pay.
Okay.
Unless like the guy is paying literally every single time, and he's like,
Yeah. Not.
you know, if the relationship is like, because I mean, there's different type of girls. There's girls that like that expect the guy to pay, and there's girls that like want the guy to pay but don't say it. And then there's girls that don't care. So, I mean, it depends what type of girl she is, but I think for the most part the guy should pay. And if for some reason the girl like wants to pay, and let's say it's not in his funds and he's not comfortable with paying at that time, then I guess it wouldn't be a big deal if she paid. But like most of the time, like 99% of the time, the guy should pay.
Yeah, only like you said, like some girls, whatever. Cause like I think it should be whoever said, or like at least like 50-50. You know what I mean? But like my like girlfriends and stuff, we always like we're not like, oh, he like accept someone, but majority of them are very like with the same mindset, like it's equal. So yeah, so that's a little dating talk.
Yeah, no, girls who expect guys to pay all the time, especially when girls, I know some girls see that as like a red flag if the guy doesn't pay on the first day or whatever. Like,
yeah, there was actually I don't know if you've seen it. It was a video trending. It wasn't about paying, but I feel like it was staged. But this guy is taking this girl out, and she takes like a Facebook Live or Instagram Live video or something, and she posted it, and she's like, "I'm not getting out of the car. This man took me to a Cheesecake Factory," and he like went out of the car to like open the door for her, and she locked the doors, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm not getting out. We're not going to eat here. This is cheap." And everyone kind of like was like, "Girl, are you like crazy?" Like, first off, Cheesecake Factory is not cheap. You know what I mean? It is a fancier chain restaurant, so it is cost a lot of money to eat there. And two, like, he's taking you out. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's going to McDonald's, you should be appreciative.
I think I don't know if some people call this a simp, but this is how I feel.
A simp?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think a guy, especially if he loves a girl, should always like protect her. Like physically, like in every single, like physically, mentally, like if she needs help financially or anything like that, make sure she's okay and everything. And I think it's a girl's job to kind of like supply the same thing whenever he's down, because you know.
Well, this was a
you're not
first
always-
date.
Huh?
This was like a first date.
Oh
this
yeah,
situation.
yeah, okay.
It was like they
Yeah,
met
no,
on
I was
Tinder or
just talking
something.
about-
Yeah, like they met like on Tinder, and he took her here, and she's like, "I'm not getting out."
Yeah, no, she's bugging.
Yeah, everyone was not on her side. It was like, "Girl, you're crazy." You know what I mean? So yeah, she locked the doors on his car. But yeah, I'm sorry I interrupted you. I don't know what you were saying before.
I was just saying, like,
Oh.
I think a guy should take care, especially a girl he loves. He should take care of her physically, mentally, you know, financially. You know, if she needs money.
Emotionally, physically.
Yeah, especially emotionally, because girls are like,
Train wrecks.
girls can be emotional at times, especially at certain times a month. They can be.
Whoa.
And no, for like, I'm
gotta
not.
go there.
And it's the guy's job, especially if you're going out and it's serious, to take care of her. Because there's some days where she's gonna be like screaming at you or mad at you or.
Who's screaming at you?
No, not me. I'm saying there'll be some days where she's like not in the greatest.
Just like what you've seen.
Just in general. I'm not like pointing anyone out. I'm just saying. Some days where she's not the best mood, not the best. You know.
Not the best character.
She's not the happiest person that day. So it's when like those days happen, those like rough days, and then like you're like going, you know, and you're like, damn, why is she so like, crazy today? And then you're like, oh, okay, I think I know why.
Mhm.
You know, and then like the next day you could talk about it, and then maybe joke around about it if it wasn't that serious, and then it becomes like a thing.
Mhm.
But I think it's important for, you know, for especially emotionally to take care of her. Make sure she's okay. So she's not like crying or sad or all over the place all the time.
Yeah. Good advice. That was a good episode. We're running out of time, guys.
Too serious.
But no, it was a good talk. So I had a good conversation with you today.
Yeah, we always do.
But we have to unfortunately close things out. So
What do we gotta close?
wrap it up.
What we gotta wrap? Burrito?
You know, yeah.
You gonna wrap me up?
Yeah. Get it on the floor. I'll wrap you up.
With a microphone?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Have you been wrapped up like burrito when you were a kid?
Yeah, I hated it.
I loved it. Okay.
All right, guys. So this has been the FM podcast with
Fredy
and Nicole. Yeah, see you next time.
See ya.